sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, better sit your ass down. How we do it like that? Like, wow, but how we do it like that? Giving out my blood, watching Uncle Sam pull. My type be making O's still alone like a gram full.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free car. This giveaway is about to blow up. No diddy. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox, and we're back with the reaction series. So today, man, Christmas has come early. This day has finally arrived. You guys have been hounding me about this since it leaked. I made a statement on why I didn't react to it when it leaked because I wanted to wait and see when the official version would come out and respect the artist's intention. Well, guess what? The official version has finally dropped. It is well past time we dive into this breakdown. We got LL Cool J. We got Eminem. This right here right now is none other than Murdergram Deux. But before we go any further, listen, if you like that song in the intro, brand new one-take music video, Wow, is out now. Is absolutely killing it on YouTube, killing it on streaming platforms. You want to support me and my music independently, guys, I'll put all links down below so you can check that out. But anyways, know what we're here for. Eminem, LL Cool J, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
Do you remember first time you heard the legend in leather? The career ended with the roadkill and stopped to his fender. I'm on another bender, drunk off the power to make a coward surrender as I devour contenders. Talking foul of whoever, your head is about to get severed. Then I bounce it with pleasure, I'm pouring out, I'm a redder. Homies, I won't forget them, so tap the bottle and pour it. Supermodels, I ignore them later on, it's like porn. Reincarnation of the Ripper, I give stitches and chest snippers. Cinderellas get propelled out their glass slippers. Time is ticking, giving ass whippers. How we keep the cash slipping. I can't understand.
I'll tell you what, LL knows he's got M on this track. He wastes no time and goes straight into attack mode on this beat. And man, I love how it all kicks in. Let's break down some of these bars. Shout out to the production. I saw Eminem on the production credits. I also saw Q-Tip. Gotta represent today. Tribe Called Quest, baby. I'm wearing the shirt.
Do you remember first time you heard the legend in leather? The career ended with the rope.
Ladies love legend in leather, long and lean, and I don't wear pleather. He's shouting out his own lyrics on that right there. Come on.
Do you remember first time you heard the legend in leather? The career ended with the roadkill and stopped to his fender. I'm on another bender, drunk off the power to make a coward.
So that was Let's Get Ill that he shouted out. And then right here, this is a smooth flip into fender bender, having a fender bender, like a car crash, the road killer, like he hit something like an animal in his way. Maybe he's running over goats, road kill. But also if you're from the streets, like he's killing those on the roads, those on the streets. Smooth flips here.
The career ended with the roadkill and stopped to his fender. I'm on another bender, drunk off the power to make.
And then obviously stuck to his fender, he's on another bender. So he takes the fender bender into another level and layer by having the bender, which leads into the drunk off of the power, being on an alcoholic bender. But in this case, it's not alcohol he's drunk on, it's the power. And he's back again. Song is called Murdergram. Come on.
The career ended with the roadkill and stopped to his fender. I'm on another bender, drunk off the power to make a coward surrender as I devour contenders. Talking foul of who.
Coward, surrender, devour, contenders. Hear the nice multi-syllable rhyme schemes he punches in with right away.
I'm on another bender, drunk off the power to make a coward surrender as I devour contenders. Talking foul of whoever, your head is about to get severed. Then I bounce it with pleasure, I'm pouring out, I'm a redder. Homies, I won't forget them, so tap the.
Bounce it with pleasure, I'm pouring out on Moretta. So in this case, you pour out like a 40, right? Cheaper liquor for your homies who have gone. In this case, it's a subtle flex that he's saying because he's pouring out that nice liqueur for you.
On another bender, drunk off the power to make a coward surrender as I devour contenders. Talking foul of whoever, your head is about to get severed. Then I bounce it with pleasure, I'm pouring out, I'm a redder. Homies, I won't forget them, so tap the bottle and pour it. Supermodels, I ignore them later on, it's like porn.
Supermodels, I ignore them. Later on, it's like porn because the more that you ignore them, the more they love it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, get the cameras out, huh? Okay, hello.
Homies, I won't forget them, so tap the bottle and pour it. Supermodels, I ignore them later on, it's like porn. Reincarnation of the.
Lane of the Plug would be proud of that
I
one.
won't forget them, so tap the bottle and pour it. Supermodels, I ignore them later on, it's like porn. Reincarnation of the Ripper, I give stitches and chest snippers. Cinderellas get
Reincarnation of the Ripper. He's had a song Jack the Ripper before. He's referred to himself as the Ripper. And again, I think we're all tying in with the Murdergram, baby. Lyrical assassination on this.
Reincarnation of the Ripper, I give stitches and chest snippers. Cinderellas get propelled out their glass slippers. Time is ticking, giving ass whippers. How we keep the cash slipping.
Ass whippings, cash slipping, Cinderella out her glass slippers. Again, you hear the smooth multis he's dripping with. And this is not a Disney film, Cinderella, right? Time clock is ticking, but in this case, he flips it, striking at midnight in a different case on this situation. But it could still tie in with Jack the Ripper, because he'd love to go after females. So Cinderella's in this case. It all ties in, man. I love the way he's scheming on this.
Know him later on, it's like porn, reincarnation of the Ripper. I give stitches and chest snippers. Cinderellas get propelled out the glass slippers. Time is ticking, giving ass whippers. How we keep the cash slipping.
What? A super duper swag. I can't understand a single word you're saying. I think you have syrup brain. About to finish you like polyurethane. All that Molly Polly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae. Just a murdergram and I brought my murder game. My shit fire, that is why you log on it like Duraflame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just blew your girl away, but she on so much blowing lean. I call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a K.
And that's on everything. But she love my heavy.
Not Hurricane Katrina. We got Category 5 storms when M's on
Sure to
this.
drain your spinal fluid.
Oh, let's break this down.
I
Come
think you have
on.
syrup brain.
Are we going to keep doing this back and forth? I love this old school, like, pass the mic back and forth feel, man.
Slipping.
What? A super duper swag. I can't understand.
Super duper switch up. That's an old school callback,
Time is
too.
ticking, giving ass whippers. How we keep the cash slipping.
What? A super duper swag. I can't understand a single word you're saying. I think you have syrup brain. About to finish you like polyurethane. All that.
Syrup, brain, urethane, polyurethane. You're sniffing paint, basically, right? Keep huffing that. It's going to finish you, because normally when you start turning to that, if you're a syrup addict and you start turning to polyurethane chemicals and scents and start plugging that into your brain, yeah, that's game over. RIP in a different
But
sense.
I can't understand a single word you're saying. I think you have syrup brain. About to finish you like polyurethane. All that Molly Polly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae.
All that Molly, Prolly, sure to, poly. He's got the nice internals, poly, molly, prolly, right? Urethane, syrup brain. And then he's got the externals he's tapping in with as well, man. He's just playing ping pong with the rhyme schemes.
Syrup brain, about to finish you like polyurethane. All that Molly Polly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae. Just a murdergram and I brought my murder game. My shit.
Vertebrae, murder gang, murdergram. Again, he is super condensing these schemes and these rhymes right
All
now.
that Molly Polly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae. Just a murdergram and I brought my murder game. My shit.
This is a murdergram, and I brought my murder game. I love just that little accelerated flow right there through
All
it.
that Molly Polly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae. Just a murdergram and I brought my murder game. My shit fire, that is why you log on it like Duraflame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims.
My shit fire. That's why you log on it like Duraflame. That's a subtle triple that he threw. And he got to that triple because he threw shit is fire in there, right? Think about it, because this is the less obvious one. Shit, log. Like when you take a shit, you drop a log, dropping a deuce. So my shit fire, log on Duraflame. Also, Duraflames are starter logs that go on fire. So that's the double level to it. And then obviously when you log on, like keyboard warriors, logging onto your keyboard to tap in, to take a shit on what he's doing, it's still fire what he drops.
My shit fire, that is why you log on it like Duraflame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just.
Far as boulevards, Farmers Boulevard in Queens. That's where LL Cool J is from. Versus he takes the farmers into the farmers insurance scheme as well. That's a smooth flip.
My shit fire, that is why you log on it like Duraflame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just blew your girl away, but she on so much blowing lean. I call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a K.
And that's
Right. I wonder how many layers that is, right? I better give her a cane. Blow and lean, right? Hurricane Katrina, hurricane. So that sets up 1, Hurricane Katrina. 2, hurricane, cocaine, right? Blow and lean. She's on blow, aka cocaine. So it's hurricane. That's the second layer. The third layer, right? Blow and lean. She's getting blown about, and she has to lean before getting blown away by the hurricane. She needs something to lean on, so she's taking lean versus having to lean on something like leaning on a cane. Give her a cane. He could take that to a sexual innuendo, like he's going to give her his cane and his stick down there to hold on to and hang on with.
Urethane, all that Molly Polly sure to drain your spinal fluid from your vertebrae. Just a murdergram and I brought my murder game. My shit fire, that is why you log on it like Duraflame. And as far as boulevards, I'm talking about farmers like insurance claims. I just blew your girl away, but she on so much blowing lean. I call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a K.
and that's on
I'm just thinking if there's a Big Daddy Kane bar in there, but I'm not hearing anything else to set that up for like a fourth layer of that. No, I don't think so.
Blew your girl away, but she on so much blowing lean. I call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a K.
and that's on everything. But she love my heavy chain, my yellow diamond shining, got a whipping like in front of the gang, she slipping inside of the range, quick to go out with a bang. It's like I threw out a grenade. Once you pull up in this when the killing will begin, you feel me pulling up your skin. I really came to get it and deliver murdergrams. Turn over your ambulance, 30 bullets in advance, candlelight and crime fans. We gon' win it by land, slide up behind you, testing my rifle, get blessings to my disciples. Professional, I'm a sniper like 8 miles away. Me, I'm also doing murders with dirty burners. Break them down and melt them in the furnace.
Unapologetic and we're gonna cause a headache. Me and Ella.
Damn, it's like LL sets the bar here. I don't think we can get any higher. Eminem comes in, sets the bar higher, and then LL comes back with a ridiculous verse right there.
30 bullets in advance, candle.
Oh man, this production switch up too was
I
dope.
call that fucking hoe Katrina. Somebody better give her a cane.
And that's on everything. But she love my heavy chain, my yellow diamond shining. Got a whipping like lemon meringue. Slipping in front of the gang, she slip.
Whipping like lemon meringue, stripping in front of the gang. Again, the multis are so smooth, right? Yellow diamonds, lemon meringue, got that yellow and that white on top, whipping it because like it's like a whip. If you've ever had lemon meringue as a dessert versus she's like doing the whip and dancing and he's whipping through with it, like whipping what he's rocking with his jewelry. Smooth flips on that.
But she love my heavy chain, my yellow diamond shining. Got a whipping like lemon meringue. Slipping in front of the gang, she slipping inside of the range. Quick to go out with a bang, it's like I threw out a grenade. Once you pull up in this.
Quick to go out with a bang. You know the saying, going out with a bang. Well, in this case, when they get out of the whip, everything is going to go bang because they threw a grenade outside the way he flips that.
She slipping inside of the range, quick to go out with a bang. It's like I threw out a grenade. Once you pull up in this when the killing will begin, you feel me pulling up.
Man, I love the old school callbacks to the DJing turntablism, right? When they want to switch the beats up. Eminem's been doing this for a while now. You just hear that record scratch off to the side of the mix and you just know beat switch is about to kick in and knock.
Quick to go out with a bang, it's like I threw out a grenade. Once you pull up in this when the killing will begin, you feel me pulling up your skin. I really came to get it and deliver murdergrams. Turn over your ambulance, 30 bullets.
Pulling off your skin. I'm thinking Hannibal Lecter, but also ties in with Jack the Ripper. He loved to like just leave little trails and dismember his victims too. Staying on cue with the murdergram the whole
You feel
time.
me pulling up your skin, I really came to get it and deliver murdergrams. Turn over your ambulance, 30 bullets in advance, candlelight and crime fans. We gon' win it by land, slide up behind you, testing my rifle, give blessings to my disciples.
We go in by. Hang on, did he? Wait.
Candlelight and crime fans, we gon' win it by land, slide up behind you,
We go in and buy a land, slide up behind you. Like we go in and buy land, then we slide up behind you. So he's staying sort of on that Ripper sequence, right? Versus we gonna win. You know the saying, gonna win by a landslide? Gonna win by a landslide. Just the way that he delivered that, he set it up so you could slide that homophone into it. That was smooth, man. Doubles on top of that, next to doubles.
Yeah, ambulance, 30 bullets in advance, candlelight and crime fans. We gon' win it by land, slide up behind you, testing my rifle, give blessings to my disciples, professional.
So they're winning by a landslide versus they're buying land and they're gonna slide up behind you with it all.
Crime fans, we gon' win it by land, slide up behind you, testing my rifle, give blessings to my.
Or they're landsliding up behind you on that.
Advance, candlelight and crime fans, we gon' win it by land, slide up behind you, testing my rifle, give blessings to my disciples, professional. I'm a sniper like 8 miles away. Me, I'm also doing.
Professional, I'm a sniper like 8 miles away. Eminem being from 8 Mile Road only makes sense because Eminem shouted out Farmers Boulevard in the previous verse. I love how they're playing off of each other with this, and this just scheme and sequence and flow is nasty through this right here.
Ambulance, 30 bullets in advance, candlelight and crime fans, we gon' win it by land, slide up behind you, testing my rifle, give blessings.
Man, when that percussion kicks in, he is motherfucking running this right now.
My disciples professional, I'm a sniper like 8 miles away. Me, I'm also doing murders with dirty burners. Break them down and melt them in the furnace.
Unapologetic.
Doing murders with dirty burners. Break them down and melt them in the furnace. Again, the rhymes are so airtight and nice, but he's literally taking a burner, right? Like a burner weapon that you can just get rid of afterwards after you commit a murder versus he's literally burning it down in a furnace and getting rid of the evidence.
Slide up behind you, testing my rifle, give blessings to my disciples, professional. I'm a sniper like 8 miles away. Me, I'm also doing murders with dirty burners. Break them down and melt them in the furnace.
Unapologetic and we're gonna cause a headache. Me and Ella about to set it. We about to murder Bennett. Any one of y'all can get it.
So you might as well forget it. Either way, you will regret it. Cemeteries where you're headed. The message in the chorus, you bastards got.
You are causing me a headache right now.
Might as well forget it. Either way, you will regret it. Cemeteries where you're headed. The message in the chorus, you bastards got nothing for us. The overlord is the Ross. I ain't talking about a rent-a-car when I'm pulling the Taurus. It's Halloween, them candy bars that get you killed in the forest. We are lyrically lawless, stack of money, artists. Start to make you forget all that slick and shit that you thought of. Blow your mind with the sword up. Just when you thought it was safe, we busting at you from the rape. They hitting the donate, ain't nothing sweet when we come in the place.
Say that you ain't fucking with wine, do not mean.
That is a ridiculous Halloween setup and scheme that he carried to the end of that verse.
Taurus is Halloween, them can't.
Come on now.
Headache and we're gonna cause a headache. Me and Ella about to set it. We about to murder Grammy. Any one of y'all can get it.
So you might as well forget it either way you were.
Again, this back and forth, and you just hear how they're running with the beat. They're matching the rhythm of the beat right there, and sort of that scattershot staccato delivery.
Cemeteries where you headed. The message in the chorus, you bastards got nothing for us. The overlord is the Ross. I ain't talking about a rental car when I'm pulling the Taurus. It's Halloween.
When I'm pulling in the Taurus, right? When I'm pulling a Taurus, I'm not talking about a rental car. I'm talking about Taurus, the weapons manufacturer. That's what I'm pulling. That's a smooth double right there.
Got nothing for.
And he's called himself the Overlord before. Yeah, there's a lot of callbacks throughout this. If you're a classic LL fans, just the nostalgia is going to be dripping through this.
The Overlord is the Ross. I ain't talking about a rental car when I'm pulling the Taurus. It's Halloween, them candy bars that get you killed in the forest.
It's Halloween, them candy bars. Obviously, on Halloween, when you trick or treat, you want to get different candy bars, Snickers bars, etc. Versus he's saying your rap bars. If they're candy, if they're too sweet, they're going to get you murdered in the forest like it's a different Halloween. The Michael Myers Halloween movie, you're getting murdered in the forest in a different sense.
I ain't talking about a rental car when I'm pulling the Taurus. It's Halloween, them candy bars that get you killed in the forest. We are lyrically lawless, stack of money, hardest. Start to make you forget all that slick ass shit that you thought of. Blow your mind with the sword up. Just when you thought it was safe, we bust.
Blow your mind with the sawed-off shotgun, literally blowing your mind versus like these bars, they're lyrically lawless. They're going to blow your mind in a different sense.
Start to make you forget all that slick ass shit that you thought of. Blow your mind with the sword up. Just when you thought it was safe, we busting at you from the rake. They hitting the donate and nothing sweet when we come into play.
And that finals and brings around the Halloween scheme for me, right? Busting your door like when you're going knock knock trick or treat, but in this case it's nothing sweet, tying back to the candy bars, and they're pulling up in a wraith because they're going to leave you Ghost, Rose, Royth, Race. They're going to leave you like a spirit, in this case smooth, man.
Just when you thought it was safe, we busting at you from the rake. They hitting the donate and nothing sweet when we come into play.
Yeah, they hitting the door, ain't nothing sweet. Like they're hitting the door, they're getting hit by this, versus like hitting the door, going trick or treat, nothing sweet when they come in.
You ain't fucking with wine.
Safe, we busting at you from the rake. They hitting the donate and nothing sweet when we come into play.
Say that you ain't fucking with wine, do not mean kisses blue, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a pension to come back with a vengeance like Jack the Ripper. Rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like sisters do. Now when I hit the booth, I think of the days I opened. I was quick, the food used to fly off the handle like a fucking witch's broom. I called it plucking flowers cause I was so quick to pick it tulip.
Quickly,
like it's Petunia, sick medulla, but thanks to
No. I can't let him get further. I can't let him get further because I'm going to lose it in my mind what he just did
but I
here.
got the potential to fucking
No.
get you killed in the forest. We are lyric.
This Jack the Ripper scheme is, hang on, I got to hear it again because it's ridiculous.
Lawless, stack of money, hardest. Start to make you forget all that slick ass shit that you thought of. Blow your mind with the sword up.
Fuck my life, man.
Just when you thought it was safe, we busting at you from the rake. They hitting the donate and nothing sweet when we come into play.
Say that you ain't fucking with wine, do not mean kisses blue, but I got the potential.
Fucking with mwah. The way that he says it, he could almost get Marshall in there. Hang on.
Donate and nothing sweet when we come into play.
Say that you ain't fucking with wine, do not mean kisses blue.
Marshall. Like, just the way that he does it. There's a little bit of almost like a Marshall tendency to it. They ain't fucking with mwah. The obvious is mwah, sending you a kiss, but this ain't kisses. He's going to give you a different long kiss goodnight versus the French, like mwah, who, me? Mwah, versus the way he just said it, he got in Marshall. I heard Marshall there.
Forget all that slick ass shit that you thought of. Blow your mind.
Smooth triple, man. Set up by the ad-lib underneath there.
When you thought it was safe, we busting at you from the rake. They hitting the donate and nothing sweet when we come into play.
Say that you ain't fucking with wine, do not mean kisses blue, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a pension to come back with a vengeance like Jack the Ripper. Rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like sisters do. Now when I
flip it like a pinching tool. Pinching for me is ridiculous because he leads into Jack the Ripper, right? One of the key things here with the sample and the snippet, Jack the Ripper, the whole song is called Murdergram, right? Jack the Ripper wrote these infamous like postcards. Now we don't know if it was actually Jack. Some people speculated it was a journalist, but anyways, he was playing a little game with the local London news, right? And like writing about his murders and everything and just doing it in such a nonchalant way. But another thing that Jack did, which is one of his trademarks, was obviously he would dismember his victims. Right? And one of them was like the pinching street torso. It was like his 8th or 9th murder. It was ridiculous, right? So pinching tool. In this case, he's flipping that one into one of Jack the Ripper's most famous murders when he literally left like the torso of a woman's body. Like He used to leave fingers. He used to leave ears. It was lots of fun. It was fun times to live in London under Jack the Ripper. You never knew what gifts you're going to get. He's like the Santa Claus of Halloween.
Not sweet when we come into play.
I say that you ain't fucking with why I do not mean kisses, boo, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a penchant to come back with a vengeance.
I have a tendency to flip. So a pinch and tool is like literally like flipping apart your features versus I might flip and go crazy and go off the hinges.
You ain't fucking with why I do not mean kisses, boo, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a penchant to come back with a vengeance. Like Jack the Ripper, rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like scissors.
Like Jack the Ripper, rip it, just giving you, because he's ripping off part of your limbs to leave them for the police to find, like Jack the Ripper did, versus when he rips, R.I.P. rip, versus ripping on this record.
When I mention with a penchant to come back with a vengeance. Like Jack the Ripper, rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like
Rip it, yeah, ripping a sample like we do when we make hip hop beats, versus give you a sample like a little piece of a finger or something, versus a sample when you take a sample and produce with it on a track.
No, don't ain't nothing sweet when we come into play.
I say that you ain't fucking with why I do not mean kisses, boo, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a penchant to come back with a vengeance. Like Jack the Ripper, rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like scissors do. Now when I hit the booth, I think of the days I owe.
Snippet like scissors do. When I play you a sample is normally a snippet of a song that you take and then use to make production with, versus scissors snipping it. SNIP space IT to snip it, versus he's giving you just a little snippet of everything with dismembering bodies. And I love how LL Cool J does the double for Jack the Ripper, since that's his alter ego and persona, like Slim Shady is Jack the Ripper.
Vengeance like Jack the Ripper.
There were levels to
Rip it,
this.
just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like scissors do. Now when I hit the booth, I think of the days I owe when I was quick to fool you.
Thinking of the days, I love at the beginning, he accelerates to the bar, then slows it down and gets punchier. Then he accelerates to the bar, slows it down and gets punchier. We've talked about his just different flow changes mid-bar, which I love. When you could be in like 6th gear and then slow it down to like 3rd, then come back to 6 and maybe drop down to like 4 and then down to 2 and then come back up again. Like a lot of artists will gear change, but will do it 1 bar at a time, or maybe like halfway through. Whereas Eminem can give you multiple gear changes just smack in the middle of a bar or a sequence or a scheme. He's so good at just leaving you kind of off kilter and doing these sort of unconventional pockets and ways of attack that he does it with his flow.
With why I do not mean kisses, boo, but I got the potential to fucking flip when I mention with a penchant to come back with a vengeance. Like Jack the Ripper, rip it, just giving you a sample of fucking snippet like scissors do. Now when I hit the booth, I think of the days I owe when I was quick to fool. Used to fly off the handle like a fucking witch's broom. I called it plucking flowers cause I was so quick.
Fly off the handle like a witch's broom, because they're flying on the handle of a broomstick, versus the saying flying off a handle, the idiom that he's flipping there.
Think of the days I owe when I was quick to
He's going crazy.
used to fly off the handle like a fucking witch's broom. I called it plucking flowers cause I was so quick to pick a tulip.
Quickly.
Like it's Petunia sick.
Pick a tool up, right? Gun bar scheme right there, versus picking tulips as in flowers. Tulip, flowers, and he sets that up afterwards by saying petunia.
Handle like a fucking witch's broom. I called it plucking flowers cause I was so quick to pick a tulip.
Quickly.
Like it's Petunia sick medulla, but thanks to Cool J, he created a monster. Spaghetti sauce and mozzarella on a tray full of pasta. You got a couple of motherfucking train killers on ya. And I'm just being as frank as Sinatra. When I be saying that I'ma keep the shit gangster as mobsters. But when you got fanatics going so crazy they mob ya, looking like organized crime because you can't get a mafia. And all your motherfucking enemies, they wanna off ya like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Benny Bitty beat you stomping and making them bark.
Now women treat me like BDK. They
No.
called it plucking flowers cause I was so quick.
That Vidi Vidi Vici setup is ridiculous.
Quickly.
Like it's Petunia sick medulla, but thanks to Cool J, he created a monster. Spaghetti sauce and mozzarella.
Thanks to Cool J, he created a monster. I was wondering when this was going to happen. Like, think about Eminem's position. This is someone who heavily influenced Eminem. He's given props and homage to LL Cool J so much in the past. Like, this is someone who he studied and learned from, and now he gets to be on a track with him. And he's saying, Cool J is the reason why I'm here, and he's the one who's created a monster. Great way to give him props while being on a track with him, killing it
Days I
himself.
open, I was quick to fool. Used to fly off the handle like a fucking witch's broom. I called it plucking flowers cause I was so quick to pick a tulip.
Quickly.
Like it's Petunia sick medulla, but thanks to Cool J, he created a monster. Spaghetti sauce and mozzarella on a tray full of pasta. You got a couple of motherfucking train killers on ya.
Tray full of pasta. Sets that up into the mozzarella, everything like that. But I take the tomato sauce as blood. Train killers on ya. We're train killers coming for you. We're on you. Versus train killers lasagna. lasagna, pasta, tomatoes, mozzarella. What else do you want? And all that leads into this Italian mafia scheme.
Cause I was so quick to pick a tulip quickly, like it's Petunia, sick medulla. But thanks to Cool J, he created a monster. Spaghetti sauce and mozzarella on a tray full of pasta. You got a couple of motherfucking train killers on ya. And I'm just being as Frank Sinatra when I be saying that
Frank Sinatra shout out, but he also had ties to the mafia.
I'ma keep the shit gangster as mobsters. But when you got fanatics,
so he's keeping it short. He's keeping it Frank versus Frank Sinatra.
going so crazy they mob ya, looking like organized crime because you can't get a mafia. And all your
Fans mob you. You know when fans are mobbing because they're going crazy. Versus he's still tying in with the mafia and the Italian mob here. The whole sequence, the key words that he's choosing throughout this with the Italian scheme and even the spaghettis and the meatballs and the pasta and the lasagna and then the Frank Sinatra and his ties to the mafia to then this mafia bar.
motherfucking enemies, they wanna off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you.
Jimmy Hoffa, right? He was a trade union leader who was murdered by the mafia. He used to represent the Teamsters, but he had a lot of ties and the mob was not happy when he, was it Nixon who pardoned him? Like he got arrested for a bunch of messed up shit basically and doing mob type stuff himself. He gets back, he tries to come back to power. Some other mafia members weren't happy about that. A capo just got rid of him. So Eminem, the amount of detail with these schemes that they're setting up, like Jack the Ripper into this is ridiculous. This is someone who really just has their full mind wrapped around like all the facts of a story, all the things, and every word choice, every way that they're tapping in and staying on cue with their punchlines. I love it because we're still on this mafia mob scheme, right?
They wanna off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake.
Yeah, like Jimmy Hoffa right there. And his body was probably dumped somewhere like Lake Minnetonka and chopped up, which
Cause you can't get a mafia.
ties in with Jack the Ripper and chopping up bodies and not leaving certain remains so that you can't find
And all
it.
your motherfucking enemies, they wanna off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Hang on, back one more
Looking
time.
like organized crime because you can't get a mafia. And all your
You can't get him off of ya. Can't get the mafia. That's why he does the ad-lib, because it sounds like mafia. Can't get a mafia. Can't get M. Like them, shorten it to M. Because he's got that M right there to end, T-H-E-M or E-M. M off of ya. It runs into each other, so it sounds like mafia. Very, very clever writing and setup to get into that double right
the
there.
fucking enemies, they wanna off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
What is that little ad-libby dip? Shh, is that just water rushing right there?
Like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Benny bitty beaches stomping and making them
Now
bonkers.
women treat me.
That's how you know you came, you saw, and you conquered. Julius Caesar, right? Vidi, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. In this case, he's saying literally bodies. He is sawing and chopping up. I came, I saw. In this case, I conquered my enemies in a different sense. And LL Cool J finishes that punchline. That's nice.
Mafia, and all your motherfucking enemies, they wanna off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Benny bitty beaches stomping and making them
Now
bonkers.
women treat me like BDK, the king, and they feed me grapes. Either way, I got more on my plate than an all you can eat my face. So better pick a BC day, cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray. Man, I see the way people say I'm so evil. They fucking think that Timothy McVeigh and my DNA are exactly the same. But when I leave this game, things just ain't gonna be the same. But it's a need to change, and I'm the meter maid. Go ahead and crack a bottle, cause this is E and J. Me and James, got that avocado. And we the sociopaths, and we got your hoe on our laps. And we're going back to Cali so she can blow on our sax.
I don't think so.
I'm speechless. Honestly, that reminded me of the EPMD 2 verse with Nas, right? That just rhyme scheme and flow switch, but there were so many callbacks and great moments
And
again.
enemies, they wanna off you
Yo, this is dope.
like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Benny bitty beaches stomping and making them
Now
bonkers.
women treat me like BDK, the king, and they feed me grapes.
Women treat me like BDK and they feed me grapes. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane. Remember I speculated about Kane? We're going to go back and give Eminem that quadruple entendre from earlier because Big Daddy Kane comes back into play here. He's talking about feeding him grapes, having a lot on his plate, which is a smooth flip. And you think, all right, that's just dope on its own. But then you think about Big Daddy Kane's album, Long Live the Kane, where on that album cover, he's got women feeding him grapes, and he is the king.
Stay one off you like Hoffa and dump your body in Lake Minnetonka. That's how you know you fucking saw and you came and you conquered.
Benny Bitty beat you stomping and making them bark.
Now women treat me like BDK, the king, and they feed me grapes. Either way, I got more on my plate than an all you beneath my face. So better pick a beat.
Eat buffet, feed me grapes. It's this 3-syllable scheme he keeps condensing his
Women
life.
treat me like BDK, the king, and they feed me grapes. Either way, I got more on my plate than an all you beneath my face. So better pick a BC date, cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on.
So better pick a BC date. Better pick a BC date. Cause your history is shady versus Big Daddy Kane ain't no half-stepping. Better pick a BC date. Cause your history, BC before Christ, cause after I come. We might as well say AS, after Shady in this sense, but it's shady. Like it's getting questionable shady versus this is the reign of Shady that we have right now. He is the coming of Jesus.
Wait, I got more on my plate than an all you beneath my face. So better pick a BC date, cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray, man. I see the way people say.
Set it like a TV tray, right? Setting a TV tray on you versus you better set this date.
So better pick a BC date, cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray, man. I see the way people say
I just love the shout out to Big Daddy Kane right there. Again, this is another one of those bars that he just knows his history and there's so many levels to setting up that punchline. Sorry guys, camera died, but this is brain is still going. Let's go.
Cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray, man. I see the way people say I'm so evil. They fucking think that Timothy McVeigh and my DNA are exactly the same. But when I leave this game, things the same.
Timothy McVeigh, just the way that he says Timothy McVeigh to go V McVeigh to get that 3-syllable scheme that he's still on in. That's ridiculous rhyme writing and MCing right there. That's wordsmith.
My face, so better pick a BC date, cause your history is shady. It's about to set it on you like a TV tray, man. I see the way people say I'm so evil. They fucking think that Timothy McVeigh and my DNA are exactly the same. But when I leave this game,
Timothy McVeigh, obviously he was the Oklahoma City bomber, domestic terrorist, killed a ton of people, saying that Shady is evil like him.
see the way people say I'm so evil. They fucking think that Timothy McVeigh and my DNA are exactly the same. But when I leave this game, things just ain't gonna be the same. But it's in need of change, and I'm the meter maid. Go ahead and
Game is in need of change, and you hear the ad-lib of the change being rung versus like saying you need to change it. We need to change the rap game metaphysically, right? Change what's trending and what's going on versus in need of literal change in money like he is running a meter, the meter maid.
But when I leave this game, things just ain't gonna be the same. But it's in need of change, and I'm the meter maid. Go ahead and crack a bottle, cause this is E and J. Me and James, got that avocado.
Crack a bottle. This is E and J. Eminem and J, and he says what the J is for. James Todd, LL Cool J. Also E and J is cracking a bottle because it's a form of cognac. That's a
They
lady.
are exactly the same, but when I leave this game, things just ain't gonna be the same. But it's in need of change, and I'm the meter maid. Go ahead and crack a bottle, cause this is E and J. Me and James, got that avocado. And we the sociopaths, and we
Got that avocado. We got that green, right? Because we're getting paid. Versus, I wonder if the E and J, right, sets up the cognac, which sets up the whole Italian scheme that he's been doing. Now, I'm going to give it to Eminem. Affogato, right? Having an affogato. That's like gelato with some espresso. Sometimes you put a little bit of a liqueur on it. You might put some cognac on it, maybe a little bit of bourbon if you've ever had an affogato after eating. So avocado versus affogato, tying in with the whole Italian mafia, spaghetti, meatballs in my mind sequence. Come on.
things just ain't gonna be the same. But it's in need of change, and I'm the meter maid. Go ahead and crack a bottle, cause this is E and J. Me and James, got that avocado. And we the sociopaths, and we got your hoe on our laps. And we're going back to Cali so she can blow on our sax.
Blow on our sax like a saxophone, and Eminem starts terribly mouthing a saxophone, but the whole reason he does that is because he sets it up with the Back to Cali scheme. LL Cool J had a song going back to Cali, he's going back to Cali, and then literally they play part of the sample, and LL Cool J even calls back to that song to end this song with. That's a ridiculous setup versus their sax. As in their ball sacks, saxophone to ball sacks on their laps. Merry Christmas, kids. Come sit down.
So we're going back to Cali so
Oh, no, Diddy.
she can blow on our sax.
He's like playing the saxophone sample with his mouth that is played on Back to Cali. It's even featured in the video. And LL Cool J says, I don't think so. And then this same record scratch is what happens on Back to Cali. The devil is in the details. There's so much packed into the song. And then that just reverberates out. Holy shit. That might be one of the best hip-hop songs of, no, fuck it, it is. It's one of the best hip-hop songs of this year. I stand by that. Just the level of rhyme writing, the flows, the production, but the nostalgic callbacks, like all the little details that were considered, the way some of these schemes and bars were set up, that was just a celebration of MCing, of turntablism, of hip-hop at its finest, paying homage to some of the greats, connecting the history, and then giving us something new and refreshing to spin it with. LL Cool J, Eminem, you are Knox certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, for some reason you're here at the end. Obviously, you enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really, really does go a long way. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's only Knox, you know I'll catch you again.